All right, welcome back, everybody. We are jumping back in with Sydney, and we are going to see if we can proceed a little further along with the Okoro conflict. I think we left off. Yep, right there. Boom. Okoro conflict. We are finally level 26, and when we left off, we were having some issues. And let's get to the star map. Let's scan. And let's see if we can get past. There were some technical issues that were happening right off the bat. And then we need to get inside the Delta Lab. The Invictus Delta Lab. Alright, so there's our vehicle. We have Marika and we got Vasco. So we got some people with us. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is where we got to get to, though. Yep, the Delta Research Station. Oh, what's over there? Abandoned Starfreight Incinerator. Okay, be honest with me. Who doesn't want to go over there and check that out and see what's going on over there, right? It's like, yeah, I know there's some stuff we got to do, but come on now. I've never seen that particular abandoned Starfreight Incinerator appear. So it's got me kind of intrigued right now. Let's see. I think we got everything. Collapsed mine. There's not a whole lot of things going on around here. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll visit it on our way back. Once we get out of it, if we make it out of there. Let's see if we can use our vehicle.
Entering vehicle. Please drive safely.
I don't think that we can use our vehicle. Well, we can. What is that? Okay, hold on. You guys see what I see, right? Alright, I was just clicking on that big red button. Let's see. Because you got me wondering, are those like little things, right? Alright, let's see. Well, we need our vehicle anyway to get over to that. What's the name? Alright, we're going to drive around a minute and then see. Yep, totally enclosed. Alright. Vasco with the arms up. Okay, whoa. Okay, that was unexpected. Alright. Anything good around here? Cobalt. Alright, find a way inside the lab. Of course. Alright, we're gonna assume this is the way they wanted us to go in. What am I using? I think I'm using the Orion, aren't I? I got some stuff. Alright. Whoa. Not sure why I thought to explode that, but kind of made sense. Okay. All right, which way do we go? Which way do we go? Come on. Okay. Don't know. Okay. Vasco, you could have punched a hole in for us. Wait for it. Okay, no. Alright, loot. We got loot ahead. So, whatever you do, don't mess it up. Got no blips on the screen there. I think that is... Missed. Missed again. Missed again. Last shot. There we go. Did that alert everybody to our being here? What do you got in there? Alright. Okay, I'm used to having some actual good loot in there. What in the world, man? There's always usually a legendary in one of those things. Okay, I gotta stop taking those mines. It's not like I'm using them. Oh shoot. Okay, that's not good. What happened there? The head did not match the body at all. There's another body down there. Hold on. They're worth 4,500. Definitely. Ow. That smarted a little bit. Where is it? Dang it. Look. Oh, poor Vasco. But if there's a possibility for more loot, we're going to check it out. Okay. White wine, we're not gonna mess with the white wine. Where are you? God, dang it. I'm not seeing them, and then all of a sudden I'm frozen. So yeah, they're on the floor, but I don't see them. Wait a minute. Okay, I didn't mean to get here so quickly. Okay. Come on, Marika, you gotta... Alright. To the one who follows. If you're reading this, you've been chasing me. Maybe you work for Invictus. Maybe you're some freestar lapdog looking to make a name for yourself. Either way, I'd wager you don't understand what you're really part of. I know what's waiting for me at Epsilon. I have to see it for myself. You want to follow? Fine. Coordinates are longitudes 163.5355, latitude 55.2777. Come see the truth. Or you can turn around, walk away, go back to whatever life you had before you stepped into this graveyard, because my army, they have nothing left to lose. They will not stop, and they will not... Oh, and they will show no mercy. Alright. Transfer request denied. I filed for reassignment today. Again and again, the request came back denied. The response was the usual corporate nonsense. Your expertise is critical to the project's success. We value your contributions. Your work is at the forefront of scientific advancement. What a load of garbage. Subject D18 was formally identified as Revadina Mikhailova. She should not be alive. Everything about the case says she didn't make it. I reviewed the logs myself. Vitals dropped, brain activity ceased. She was gone. The team declared her deceased at the 42-hour mark. I signed off on the transfer to Okoro Gamma myself. And yet, Eliza Trent just sent me a private message. No official records, no logs, just a single line. She's gone. Not dead, gone. There's no retrieval requests, no sign of her body, no entry in the disposal logs, just gone. If she was taken, there should be security footage. If she left on her own, there should be alerts. But there's nothing, just a void where she used to be. I don't know what happened to her, and I'm not sure I want to know. But if she somehow survived, this could be bad for Invictus. Could that be who's we're chasing around right now? The isolation gets you. I thought I could handle it. The solitude, the long hours, the weight of research that could redefine spacefaring medicine. But Okoro Delta is a tomb. The silence is unbearable. I keep telling myself that the work is important, that the ends justify the means, that if we perfect this, no one else will have to suffer the way our test subjects did. But when I close my eyes, I still see their faces. Submitted another ticket to maintenance about the importance of regular maintenance on our heating system. One failure, and this place explodes into a giant popsicle. We'll see if corporate heeds my warning. Oh, no, we're not reading all these. Male, 32, prior exposure to extreme cold conditions. Administer, then exposed to minus 100 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Core temperature remained stable. Minor frostbite on extremities. However, upon reintroducing the subject to normal temperatures, cardiac arrest occurred. Within minutes, autopsy revealed severe clotting in microcapillaries. Serum may delay cold damage, but destabilizes circulatory function. Subject remained conscious for 47 minutes before displaying confusion and agitation. After 1 hour, respiratory distress set in. Subject remained alive, but unresponsive after 90 minutes. Initial cold resistance successful. Subject remained alert for 15 minutes. However, rapid rewarming triggered catastrophic cellular rupture. Trying to read, man, is like an automatic, snooze fest, man. Female, 38, no prior neurological conditions. Standard serum dose, followed by hypothermic. Chamber exposure, minus 90 degrees Celsius. EEG monitoring activated. Exhibited high levels of brain activity even as core temperature dropped. At 30 minutes, subject began speaking incoherently, repeating phrases unrelated to prior conversation. Subject was unresponsive after 45 minutes. Brain activity ceased at 50 minutes. Post-experiment handling. Subject transferred to Okoro Gamma for autopsy and dismissal. Is this the one? She displayed remarkable resistance, remaining stable far beyond previous cases. However, at the 30-hour mark, vitals began fluctuating. At 42 hours, subject was declared clinically deceased. Addendum. Eliza Trent, Okoro Gamma. Subject D18, yeah, this is one, arrived in fully cryogenic suspension. However, security footage indicates a breach in the chamber mere hours after arrival. No signs of the subject's remains, no log of unauthorized retrieval. Either she was taken or she walked out on her own. Interesting. Okay. Milk. Milk does a body good, but isn't the greatest thing if you're lactose intolerant. So I'm assuming, got me assuming that at this point we just need to leave. After we loot a little bit more, if there's anything to be looted. Yeah. Oh. Okay. That was it. All right, so hold on a sec. Oh shoot. I'm gonna try to. Can we get up there a certain way? Okay, I don't think so. Oop. Dang, we ended up way down at the bottom. All right. Oh, can't get out that way. All right. Backtrack. All right, see now, herein lies the problem. They want us to go to Okoro Epsilon. And we want to check out that what's-the-name base. Uh-oh, what the heck? Is this, can I? All right. Ooh, I should have got lasers, since that's what I got in my hand right now. All right. Wrong button. Right, right. I'm feeling the same way, Vasco. Oh, shoot. Even in the air, we're... Oh, shoot. Did you see how that just popped up? Okay, I think we've been to one of these before. Alright, so let's see if there's an entrance. I don't think there is. But I do think there is a way in.
Managed to land the vehicle intact, despite only a 10% chance of survival.
Alright, let's look around. Let's see. I might need to go see what we can loot. Oh, come on, don't tell me this is just here for show. Are you kidding me? What an absolute waste. What are we doing? What's the point of this? If there's no loot to be had? Out of toilet paper. That's alright, because none of it's interactable anyway. So this is just meant to be what? One large obstacle? Oh, that's weird. Just to make the planet look like it's got more stuff here than it does. Now, do we do it this way just to keep the... Well, basically, if you could interact with this stuff, it would take up... it would make the mod much larger in size. So we did the lazy man approach and said, okay, well, we're just gonna... Nobody's actually gonna try to go in here and loot anything. No. Well, that was just awful.
Impressive jump, Captain.
Thanks. I try. This terrain isn't really built for a vehicle. Way too many little divots in it.
Brooks, your ability to leap over great distances is quite the feat.
Right? Right? Were you pointing at how far we leapt there? Yeah. I was pretty, yeah. Impressed with my own self. Alright. We got places to go, places to be. Okay, so you can see, I believe this is an issue with the mod. It could be, I mean, it could be our thing, but I think it's more like the mod. So, we can go to the star map, scan, and there is a deserted ecliptic garrison, but what we want is this guy right here. Okay. Yep. Where's my vehicle?
I require no seatbelt. Please ignore all warning systems to the contrary.
Oh man. See if we can get further away. You know what we're doing. This gun is OP. Hey, if we can kill everybody with this gun, then we'll do that. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to cheat. They don't stand a chance against this gun. Come on. Is this all the army you were talking about? Here, let's back up so we can get more of them. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Hey, why don't you guys come on down so that we can deal with you a little up close and personal like. Okay, fine. There you are. I wanted to kill you up close and personal like. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way. We like it. Did you get more? Did you get more? I was getting a little lonely. Did you find some more? You got more people to play? Alright, there's a couple more. I don't know where they are though. We're gonna have to find a way up there. If you're wondering why, because there's a lot of loot up there. Alright, which way we're supposed to go? We're supposed to go yonder over there.
Of time.
Oh my god.
Do you require anything of me?
Marika, are you okay? Where did the vehicle go? Holy cow. No, I don't require. It's. Alright, here we go. Part of me is kind of like thinking, should I feel bad for these guys? Look at this. No, I shouldn't, because you just gave me a whole bunch of loot. I mean, that was your purpose, right? The whole purpose for you to be there was to say, hey, what's my character's name? Sydney. Hey, Sid. We heard you needed some more loot. You were feeling kind of light. And what better way than to, you know, make you feel welcomed. And, you know, okay, I don't know if Vasco's ever going to make it up here. Be honest with you. Well, be honest with you, I don't know if we're going to make it. I really should have put a point into that, to the lasers, man. So it's kind of funny. I have a oh, there's Vasco. So I have a playthrough that I'm doing on the Xbox. This is on PC. So I'm doing a playthrough on the Xbox, and the character has very little med packs, trauma packs, and so it's like I can't even complete any of my missions because I don't have enough healing to finish it without dying first. Vasco, you deserve that. You deserve that. You ran right into the path, into the line of fire. At some point, I'm gonna be over encumbered. We're gonna shoot through the walls. That's what we're gonna do, guys. We got to go that way. They went this way. I think they were trying to set us up. I see but I don't see the spacer. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna make him come to us. He might be on the other side of the wall. Right. You're right, Marika. Well, they're gonna have to chase us for a minute. Because we need to get this way. Some point we're going to be completely over encumbered. This troublemaker just can't take a hint, man. Who's shooting at me? You cannot shoot through walls, man. Unless I can shoot you through walls. You can't shoot me through walls unless I can shoot you through walls. That's just not fair. We have a goal. Hey. Are you serious? You gonna come up on me like that and not expect to get hit, smacked in the face? Let's get rid of what we can. Where'd you go? There's loot. There's loot in them. Are you serious? You're not allowed to be down. Is Vasco down too? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, what a crappy loot box. Vasco, pick a target and shoot. Will you reload? Alright, we're in pain, so we need to fix that. Alright, wait, let me check my people. You still up? Okay, good. Alright, I'm moving in closer. Very good. Hey, we'll die once you die. How's that? Okay, you go first. You show us how it's done, okay? Don't just say die already. You show us how to do it, and then we will follow suit, alright? Alright, let's make sure. Alright, where are you at? Where are you at? Hey, you didn't expect that, did you? Oh yeah, come on. This reload time is ridiculous. Alright. Marika, you still good? Who you shooting at? This shooting through walls crap is bogus. Alright, where? Okay. Alright. Guys. What is a loot hauler XL? Oh yeah. Alright, look at that. Oh heck yeah. Are we gonna be addicted? We gotta learn how to make that. We're over encumbered. We done made kind of a mess. We kind of made a mess in here. I feel, ooh, come on, babe. Let's figure out a different position for you. All right. The cool part is how long the loot hauler lasts for. You okay, bro? Look like you wanted to get up. Oh, dang. I hate when that happens. Oh, there you are. He was like, get me from under this rock. Okay. We done kind of made a mess of things. Okay, where do we go from here? Is the question. Find a way inside cryo vault. Yep. Alright. So, first things first. Ship. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. We be in trouble, y'all. Where are you? Hey.
How can I be of Sir commencing item exchange protocols?
Please. Well, at least you can take something. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get you. Yep, that's about as good as you can go. All right, thanks, man.
Farewell.
Hey, can we trade?
You need something, Captain?
Yeah.
Here, let me take that.
Let's see what you got. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna give you a bunch of spacesuits. Okay. All right. Ooh.
Bye, Captain.
All right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. All right. And then let's heal up. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Key. We're not gonna take your hazmat suit, even though it is worth some money. We're just gonna try to figure out how to get. I think the cryo vault is probably the complete other direction. So, oh shoot, shoot. I'm missing like half my shots. They're like, what the heck is this person doing? Like, she got like a trigger finger and a half. Yep. Freaking reload. Nothing irks me more than when she starts reloading and then just stops. I know, she got thrown off, but still. Like they just get beat down so much. Is that Mariska? Why do I keep saying Mariska? Marika. Okay, stop picking up everything. That is Marika. Vasco, either you. Almost passed out there. Alright, this is what we gotta do. That. Is that turret still going? I thought I got it. Alright, we can take the money. Ooh, I'll take that gun. God dang it. Alright, what we gotta do is on this next guy. Holy cow. Get rid of the burns and the lacerations, please. Alright, so we'll take that. And then, while we're here, I think that's all we can put on that body. Okay, let's see. Helmets. know they're worth money, but at this point, you kind of just have to say, you know. Alright, where we're at. Okay, good. Alright, now we can... We want in and they want to keep us out. Mariska. See, I'm not gonna feel bad about shooting you in the back when you're the one that jumps up in front. You know what I mean?
I got to admit, I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. Most people turn back before they see what's behind the curtain. Take it in. This is Invictus Biochem's legacy. Neatly catalogued, cryo-sealed, and forgotten. Every one of these poor souls. They weren't volunteers. They weren't criminals. Just people. Homeless drifters, debtors. Workers who trusted the wrong employer. And me, I was one of them. My name is Ravadina Mikhailova, but my friends call me Riva.
You were a test subject.
That's what they called me. Subject D18. Just another number. Another body to push past its limits until it breaks. They pumped me full of experimental serums, watched me burn and freeze, documented every scream. When I finally died, they sent my corpse to Okoro Gamma for disposal. Only, I didn't stay dead. Ask Dr. Trent. Oh wait, you can't. She's face down in a methane pit where she tossed the rest of us. But her records are still there. If you want to really understand what demons Invictus is hiding, what kind of monster Dr. Lorne is, you'll find your answer at Gamma. But if you're done chasing ghosts, if you just want this to end, then come find me instead, on my world, on the edge of the Lunara system. Your call. See you soon, or not.
Find a way out of the crypto vault. Cryo vault. Can't we just... Oh, you snappy little saucy minx. Okay, I don't care what Dan Cowan's report says. Subject D18 was not deceased at time of transport to Gamma. We're lucky the vault remains untouched. But if she escaped, we have a problem. All right? Do not believe the records. She stole a suit, walked out of Okoro Gamma on her own. If she remains planetside, then the problem will take care of itself. Eliza. Nope. Nope. Jump. All right. Seriously? Okay, manual override was attempted on Vault Pod 12. The system detected external tampering but could not confirm user identity. Subject remained in stasis. Dr. Emilio Ragusa accessed Cryovault 7 times in the past 3 weeks. All visits were outside standard operating hours. Okay. Experiment retention list. Status unknown. Transport records incomplete. Cryo revival successful. Deceased 48 hours later. Extreme tissue damage. Post-thaw. Cardiac arrest. Failed specimens are designated for Okoro Gamma. Contaminated tissue or reversible cellular degradation results in methane immersion disposal. Wait. You okay? Unlock. Cryo key press activation successful. 1 of 8. To maintain long-term viability, all biological specimens are cryogenically suspended at. Nope. Vault security mandates that cryo key press be recalibrated every 72 hours. All 8 active terminals must be used to unlock the press. The sequence must be unlocked in numerical order. Alright, so terminal 1. So we gotta go to terminal 2 now. Oh, come on. Alright. Unlock. Alright, 2 of 8. There's attempt. Okay. Now we gotta go back to 3. Ugh. Alright. Is there like a walkway over? Oops, sorry. Alright, transport order. Entry corrupted. Alright, let's... Alright, to get to 5. Oops. Okay. Terminal 6. Cryopara. I can't even say it. Okay. So 7. This is yeah. Alright. Now get over to 8. Vault accessed. Unregistered personnel detected. Vault integrity at 93%. Recent power fluctuations indicate external interference. Alright. Where do we get the key from? Collect the crow key from the key press. Key press is where? Down below. Ah. All right. Thank you. Well, she knew she would get plenty of time to leave. Is this the way we came in? It's not a lot of bodies. Oh. It's very interesting how they stand up like that when we come back outside. You see that? Okay, they didn't stand back up. Oh, look at this. Boom. I think the gravity is so low here, you could probably float right off the planet. Oh, we're almost full up here too. That was it. All right, head to Invictus Gamma Lab. Yep. Let's travel. Okay. So we're going to try that again. Yeah, that was just too many world spaces that don't belong, I think. Because I think all these are created for this mod. And then so I just think it's having some issues. Right? And it could just be, you know, all the mods that we have loaded. You know, but I don't know. I get the feeling that we shouldn't face any more kind of like opposition. And then we're just here to get some answers. I just want to look over here, see. Just bodies. Yep. Okay. Here, let's do this. Quick save. Alright. I think I'm going to go first person. And then we're going to slowly just investigate everything. Okay. You already say, where'd you go? Where did she go? Where did she go? Okay. No more mines. Well, actually, just a couple. Alright, there we go. Finally. Something good in there. And a sentimental waver. Alright, I think that's the Almagest. Okay. You gonna come floating back down here soon? And what I'm referring to is here. Jackpot. Did we not get the jackpot? The jackpot note? We didn't. That was on the body. Where did the body go? It did a D18 and vanished. And is now gone also. I could put stuff on the patient if I want. Marika? Marika! Why is this patient upside down? Oh, look at this. They're posing the patients now. Okay. Were you trying to get away? Note to all personnel. The specimen disposal slides outside are not for recreational use. They are strictly used for specimen disposal. Okay, so I gotta tell you this story. All right, so back when I was in the Navy and I was in school at Millington, Tennessee, and I was in the barracks with some aviation warfare folks. They're kind of a crazy bunch, right? And one day they decide, this got this idea in their head. I think the barracks was probably like 4 stories high. So they decided if they were just take the mattresses off their bunks and then pile them outside on the ground, just stack them up, pile them up, then they could jump from like the 4th floor down onto these piles of mattresses. And at the time, since we were in school, they had basically had to, there was only so at the time I was I'm not gonna say it's not the recruit leading petty officer, because we're no longer recruits. It's not boot, it's at the school, but I was the leading petty officer in the barracks, right? For among all the basically students. And I remember going out and just kind of like, what in the world are you guys doing? And I'm not even sure why we were in the barracks with these guys, because we were aviation electronics technicians. So we were not surface warfare kind of guys, right? Because these guys had kind of a little bit of a screw loose there. And I just go out there and then I'm just like, what are you guys doing? What are you thinking? And then I just remember the one guy that I was kind of talking to, he had this extreme sheepish look on his face, so after a minute, I mean, the guy was like, he was a fleet returnee. He was probably like 26, 27 years old, right? And so he was kind of like the senior guy there. And I remember he just had this look, and I felt like for a minute there, I was talking to like a little 8-year-old, just a little 8-year-old who just got in trouble, right? And I'm sitting there going like, technically, I'm junior to him because, at that point, I'd been in the Navy for what? A year? If that, not even a whole year, right? And this guy had been out to the fleet, everything, and was back in school, right? Came back after a tour and was in school again. But they elected me as the lead petty officer in charge for the barracks. And I just remember like that look on his face, man. It was just a trip. It was like, dude. And he's like, you're right. I don't know what we were thinking. And I was like, so it went over a lot smoother than I thought. But I'm sitting there going like, maybe I'm not the one that's supposed to have the most sense here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else, especially someone a little bit more senior, should have more sense. But that's kind of what it. And I don't know why I thought of that, but I came in here and just seeing the different poses and seeing all the different things, I'm like, it kind of reminds me of that. I don't know why. It did, though. And so, yeah, it's kind of funny. Alright, so we need to get up there, but I don't know where the key would be. So there's a key. It ain't on this guy. So what it wants is for us to get up there only, or wait, gosh, there's supposed to be, is there a key over here? Did we miss it somewhere? Oh, there she is. Was that our girl? I don't remember. But if it is, then we lost our jackpot. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. Sometimes, you know, life can be funny, especially when you're dealing with a bunch of crazy people. And yeah, it was just hilarious. Hilarious. And then, you know, if you're wondering, did I jump? No. I only gamble with my money, never my life. Okay? Or wait, that's wrong. I gamble with my life, not my money. So, but at the time, I wasn't going to gamble with my money, because if I, you know, you get caught doing that and somebody says, okay, I'm writing you up, you're in a crap ton of trouble. Okay, there's nothing in here. I don't know what's going on here. Now, was I a good lead, you know, petty officer in charge? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, and then the reason I got put in charge, seriously, the reason I got put in charge was simply because they were fighting over it, right? At the time. And the one guy said, you know what? Screw it. Right, so the actual senior petty officer that was in charge of the barracks, right, not a student but an instructor that was in charge of the barracks, he was like, all right, screw it, everybody, anybody, you know, whoever wants to be in charge, write me an essay. Write me an essay as to why you should be in charge, right? And then I just happened to be there at the time, and he goes, and I go, and I asked, I said, can I do it too? He's like, yeah, go ahead. And then, so he got the essays. I wrote an essay. Yes, I did. And he just said, F it, man. I'm going to put Woodland in charge. I was like, all right, man. All right, I'll do it. Shoot. If all I got to do is write an essay as to why I should be in charge, yeah, no, I'll do it. I can write up an essay. I can write up something. I got no issues there. And next thing you know, boom, the most junior guy in charge of all these fleet returnees. And I just remember I was like, does it bother to, you know, I never asked, but I was like, because, you know, whenever you need to like take leave or something like that, you had to come, like, you know, request permission. And so you had to put in a request slip. And of course you had to come to me as the, you know, the lead petty officer in charge, you know, to be the first sign off. So it's like all these fleet returnees coming to some guy that's never even been out to the fleet yet. It was hilarious. All right, I'm not finding at all. At all what I need to get through that door. So somewhere we either forgot to pick it up, or somewhere it was not presented to us to pick up. All right, where did we come in? All right, so we got to. All right, so that's not where we came, is it? Okay, we got to go back. We came in this way, so yeah, we got to head back. See if we haven't overlooked something. All right, so yeah, this is just the front door. Investigate the lab for clues. Now the question is, should we have gone to see Alright, we're gonna try one more time. And then if not, it's a bust. And then I don't remember where she said she was. She said we can come look her up, or we can do this. It didn't, you know what I mean? It didn't say do one and then the other. It came in and it basically said you can do this, or you can come find me over here. So for the fact that there is no key here, and we checked all the bodies, we went after the loot, but we would have seen I gotta just grab everything just to make sure we're not missing something. We would have seen it just laying around. Okay. There is no key so far. Then when we come up here, we just have to look. Okay, can't move either one of them. Alright, who's in my way? Okay. Oh, come on, people. I know I looked at in all these, right? Okay, I remember this guy. Very awkwardly. Presented. Nothing in her hands. Okay. Okay, we don't have a key. Hold on. I don't have an ID card. No one gave me an ID card. And then I don't think... So if we click on the door, it's just going to say static. Right? And then we just go unlock. No, it says unlocked, but I don't think that's the case. You see what I mean? Okay, you know what? This is the second mod. I spelled it wrong. Crap. If we're lucky, since I spelled it wrong, it's just gonna not give me anything. See, it's a Corin, but it's a Okoro, right? Okay, so, and then we just Okoro. So if you ever wonder, so we need a key. Oops, wrong button. So if we see all right, there it is right there. What is the 2405665? Does that look right? Okay. So basically we could do a player dot add item, and then let's see, 240566511. Boom. We'll see. Did we just get the key? Okay, now the fact that I had to do that is a shame. Is a shame. Because I shouldn't have had to do that. The key should have been presented somewhere, so I didn't have to. So that's a big fail, I'm gonna say. Efficiency over ethics. Alright, entry date. I used to think there was a line I wouldn't cross, that I'd stop before my work became something monstrous. But then I saw the numbers. Real, measurable progress. Subjects who should have died in minutes lasted for hours. Skin that should have blackened and sloughed off instead stayed intact. Functional. I felt nothing when I signed the next requisition order for more test subjects. Efficiency over ethics. That's what makes a scientist valuable in this business. You got... Okay, nobody gets out of Gamma. We burn what we can't control. And yet, she's out there somewhere. Maybe watching, maybe waiting. I warned Lorne we should have incinerated her, and the second we had the chance... Oh, incinerated her the second we had a chance. Now it's too late. Okay, procedure. Subject submerged in controlled cryo chamber for 5-minute intervals, then exposed to sudden thermal shift. 800 degrees equivalent. Oh, these people, man. Cryo. Wait, who was that? 14. Final stage. Confront Samuel Lorne at the clinic. Final stage, thermoguard administration. Subject exposed to prolonged cold immersion, followed by gradual rewarming. Subject did not lose consciousness despite 30-minute exposure to sub-zero immersion. Frostbite progression halted at minus 120 degrees Celsius. At minute 45, subject demonstrates unexpected resistance, self-regulating core temperature, sedation administered to conduct biopsy, but subject's adrenal response nullifies the tranquilizers. Attempted containment, god dang it. Attempted containment failed. Subject escaped prior to incineration order. Conclusion. Subject D18 is beyond normal human parameters. Lorne ordered all records purged, but I kept this one. Someone needs to know what we created. Alright. Alright. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Alright, where we need to go. Confront Lorne. It would be my pleasure. Whoa! Alright, so I gotta be honest with you. I'm seeing it happening again. It said our fuel was low. And now we all witnessed Alright, so we're back into the normal game space. Alright, so while we're here, and then just to show. Alright, so you see where our fuel is. So we only have 270, what's the name? But when we saw the screen, it was, the calculation was saying it was going to take, it looked like, you know, no more than, I thought it said 17, but it might have said 27. So still only 10% of what was, you know, the max that was there. Now we had about 2/3 of our fuel there, the line. And if it was going to take, okay, 30 out of 180, it still should have left 150, which is still more than half. So say we only had 150 and it still took 130. Do we think that's 120? And if so, are we really low on fuel like it popped up and said we were? And then when it popped up, what did it say the percentage of fuel we had? I don't think it said that we had 30% or something like that. It seemed like it was saying that we had, well, maybe it only was 30%. And maybe 30% is that threshold for low fuel. But 30% would be about 80. So 80-ish. But we really start needing to start tracking what the calculation is saying that we need. And then how much is actually getting, like, used. Okay. Alright, let's go talk to this guy. Why are you sitting in the ranger's seat, bud?
Worst I usually have to deal with is folks worried about...
You made it back. And what of my research? My colleagues? Wait. I take it you've seen things. This is where you tell me I'm a monster, isn't it? I won't waste your time denying it. The Okoro project? It wasn't clean work, but it was necessary. Every breakthrough demands a price.
You know what? You knew about Riva this whole time, didn't you?
You think I didn't try to stop it? You think I didn't fight for her? Rivadina Mikalova, subject D18. She survived trials no one else could. We studied her recovery, her resistance to extremes. She should have died a dozen times over, but she kept going. When Cohen declared her deceased, I believed it. Then Trent's report came in. She had escaped, and I knew exactly what that meant. She wasn't just alive. She was coming back.
Riva told me to come after you instead of her. Why shouldn't I?
She's giving you a choice, and you're here, which means you're at least considering it. You want me to answer for what happened at Okoro? Fine. I won't beg. I won't run. But make no mistake, Riva's not some avenging angel. She's not here to balance the scales. You saw what her army did to Alpha, to Beta. She's carving a path of destruction, and she won't stop at Invictus. You stop me, she wins. You stop her, maybe we all walk away from this.
Maybe I stop both of you. If Riva was a victim, why didn't you stop what happened to her?
Because I was a coward. I told myself I couldn't do anything, that it was too late, that the project was too big to fight. I kept my head down, followed orders, and then, when it all went to hell, I walked away. But she didn't. She spent every second since making sure no one forgets.
Alright, tell me everything. No more half-truths.
The Okoro project was supposed to be simple. Burn treatments, cold-resistant weaves. That's what we told the world. That's what we told ourselves. But research like that, it doesn't move fast enough for the people funding it. Invictus wanted results, and so lines got crossed. Volunteers became subjects. Gamma was where we sent the failures, the ones who didn't survive the trials. You saw what they did with the bodies. But Gamma wasn't the worst of it, not by a long shot.
Looks like I got a decision.
I gave you the truth. Now you decide what to do with it. So what's it going to be? You hunting Riva down? Or are you here to put a bullet in me instead? I'll accept whatever you decide.
I'm gonna take care of Riva, but you need to turn yourself in.
I deserve that, and it looks like it'll be a short trip to my jail cell. Let me at least throw some credits your way for putting your life on the line. Not like I'll need them anyway. I planned on turning myself in anyway. If anything, just for the safety of four walls. Can't sleep knowing she's still out there. So, tell me, are you going after D18, or do you let her walk?
Didn't I just say I was? I'll speak with her, see if she can be talked down.
Doubtful. Trust me. She's seeing red at this point. But I suppose she's already enacted her vengeance. The Okoro project is no more. So, maybe you can pull it off. Good luck out there.
Deputy, take him in.
Anything I can help you with? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
I like
Okay,
to
no problem.
view and modify my ships. How much money you got? I got 210. Do I have any more empty spaces? Because obviously I don't have enough. Is that a space there? All right, let's see. Let's see. Can I? Nope, can't do it here. All right.
Consider it done.
All my hard-earned credits gone just like that. All right. 26K. We got. Okay, so. All right. We're going after the heavy ones first. Is that 18? I think we made our money back at least. All right. Holy cow, we got 100 weight in apparel? That's what's weighing us down right there in this. Hope that doesn't weigh anything. Alright, here we go. Alright. Well, we did cut our weight down quite a bit. Alright. Let's go get this lady. We're lucky we won't deal with any scans, but I don't know about Lunara. Alright. Riva's World. That sounds like a kids show. Alright, what do you think is going to happen to us when we get there? We'll just get a chance to recruit her to our team, keep her under control. She better not be inside of a mech. Spacer punk. Okay, Lunara, this is not going to go well.
You made it. Thought you might. Welcome to my place.
What is this place?
Never seen one of these? It's an old Starfreight logistics incineration depot. Starfreight uses them to dispose of damaged goods. Fitting, huh? Nobody comes looking in a place like this. It's dead. Empty. A graveyard for things people wanted to forget about.
Who are you? Really?
Before the spacer life, I worked for Slayton Aerospace, actually. As an engineer. Spent my days tinkering with engines, maximizing power output. Until one day, there was a misfire. Caused severe burns to my face. Burns so severe that even the folks at Enhance couldn't fix it. I was kindly let go from Slayton Aerospace, and found myself falling in with the spacer types. Lived that life for a while, until one day, my wish was granted. Or so I thought. Invictus Biochem was developing cutting-edge burn treatments, and were recruiting volunteers. Treatment and a ticket off Neon. How could I refuse? Let's just say, I wish I had.
Why attack the Okoro facilities?
You saw what they were doing. I wasn't the only one they ran their trials on. I was just one that lived. You think I'd let them keep going? Let them bury what they did? Not a chance.
So what really happened to you at Okoro Delta? And over at Gamma?
I was one of their subjects, D-18. They ran their tests, froze me, and shipped me off like I was nothing. But I woke up, and I vowed to end their little experiment for good.
How'd you get all these spacers together?
Simple. I gave them a reason. I had some connections before my cold plunge into Invictus's experiments. Turns out my new crew was easy to motivate. Some just wanted loot, others wanted blood. But the ones that really followed me, they had their own grudges. You'd be surprised how many people out here were chewed up by the system and left to die. I just gave them a direction.
What's next?
Not sure. There's always another Invictus out there. Another Lorne pulling the strings. But for now, I've got my own world to rule. And you? I'm guessing you came here for more than a tea party. What's your angle?
Any chance I can get you to surrender? Without violence?
And go where? You think I'd get a fair trial? You think the Freestar Rangers would see me as anything but a spacer to put down? No, not happening. I should have known you'd try this angle. I will not surrender, so you can either walk away or you can burn.
Okay. Should have saved before I landed. Because I am not walking away. We can't walk away. That's not how we're built. Alright, let's get this over with.
What a shame. Good luck.
Why am I down in here? It's tough 'cause we don't have a lot of gravity. So the car's bouncing around a lot. But first, let's get around. Let's get driving. Just in case. Level 82 spacer type. Seriously? Okay, come on now. You know good and well that's not the way I was driving. Are these people inside and shooting? But then again, I guess it's only fair. Alright, we're getting shot from multiple places. Where are they? Come on out. I am more than happy. The rest inside, we have to clear them out one by one.
Based on my calculations, a collision here was avoidable.
That was probably avoidable too. But I'm gonna argue it wasn't. Okay.
Tired of this.
Didn't mean to grab that.
It's going down.
And see, that's not fair. That's not fair. Says I was thirsty. Told me I was thirsty a minute ago. Don't want the wine. Alright, come on in. Come on in. Alright, first things first. Alright, let's go. Killing him before I get there? Wrong thing. Everybody in here? You're all in here. I'm gonna go in there and say hi. Pascal?
My eyes! Damn it!
Alright, come on.
Back to it, I guess.
Okay, but where's the body? We were already in here, right? Yeah. So this is the one we came in. All right. Thermoguard, an experimental chem used to enhance resistance in harsh climates. 25 energy resistance for 5 minutes. They rolled me in like trash, unconscious, broken, half dead from what Cowan did. Coral Delta was supposed to be a research station, not a furnace for minds and bodies. Instead, I woke up with fire in my veins and a name stripped from me. No one looked back. No one even filed a report. So I stopped waiting for help. I still remember my brother's voice. Quiet, gentle. He didn't survive Neon, but he might have survived this place. I wonder what he'd think of what I've become. Of what I've had to become. There's no salvation for us. Only choices and consequences. The nightmares don't stop. Cowan smiling. Lin Fang screaming. My own body, stitched, monitored, reduced to data and pain thresholds. They thought I'd be the perfect subject. Instead, I became the anomaly. To Lorne, you always knew what they were doing. You didn't light the match, Sam, but you handed them the fuel. I wanted you to see what your ambition bought. But now, I think you still believe you were right. And that's why you'll never stop me. Curious little interloper. You've made it farther than I expected. I wonder what you really believe. That you're the good one? That you're making things right? This place was made to erase people like me. Now I've made it a beacon. If you kill me, I'll die complete. If you don't, maybe you're not as naive as I thought. Now, in all honesty, I was very tempted to just leave her. And kind of wonder if this became, like, her people became like a new faction for us to, you know, maybe run into and combat once in a while. But I was like, you know what? Nope. I can't do it. There's nothing about the way I play that says, yeah, leave a mass murderer running amok. I think I've gone in here already, right? Yes. Gotta check them all. Okay.
It's time! Fire! Fire! I've had enough of this! Do it! Oh!
Are you serious? He's like, fire, fire. Oh, I had enough of this. He gets hit once or twice and that's it. Alright. I think that's everybody. I wish there would have been like an official Riva body that said, yep, you got her. Instead, you know, we have to assume she's, oh, there she is. We're gonna take all that stuff. I didn't realize. Boom. Just like that. Okay. Seriously? Where did those come from? See, it said 36.7 fuel.
What?
Right where you belong.
You're back. I take it you found her?
You should have told me the truth from the start.
And would that have changed anything? You would have still gone, still played hero. And now, here we are. But I suppose this is where our business together concludes. They're transporting me off the clinic and out of Narion space soon. However, I have one last parting gift. There's a slate in the storage area. It was confiscated from me prior to turning myself in. It contains all breakthroughs of the Okoro research program. Use it. Sell it. Doesn't much matter to me now. Farewell. Perhaps we'll meet again.
If you're thinking about going into medicine, just be really sure before you commit to it. Really sure.
Hey, what can I do for you? Need some work done?
You know, we should have actually stayed there. See if we can save the day real quick. We're heading back to the den. Uh-oh. Okay. not working. Ah, that's why it's not working. Alright, so what we're doing is we're using the recycler as a storage unit. Wonder why it's doing that. Holy cow, we got a ton of those now. Okay, so we have 2 of these, so we'll put that on there. And then this one, you already have some stuff. Suppressor, tactical grip, armor pressing, armor piercing. Alright. And then what kind of semi-automatic? Extended magazine, incendiary, and elemental. Okay, fine. Alright, so in the first socket, actually, god dang it. Okay. I'm starting to what? Starving. I thought I just ate. All right. We need that. Okay. Let's see if we can pick up any of the other loot still laying around. All right, that was the food shipment. There's the Phantom and Gotta make up our mind. We're all full up again. That's all you got? Yeah, that's all I got. Alright, we should get out of here. Because right now, we can't pick up anything.
You're messing with the fleet, lady!
Let's see what's over here. I think you really did ask me if I had enough. Does not know me very well. Oh, wrong one. Your shield back already? Got any cash? Okay, we will learn our lesson here in a minute. Okay. Friendly captain.
Hello. So, Johnny, the nice captain is on the line. Just begin there.
Hi. I'm so happy to meet you. Would you like to buy my lemonade? Please?
You have to say how much, sweetie.
5 credits. Or, 500 credits.
Really? You know what? Yummy lemonade. Yummy. I can't even say it. Yummy lemonade. Here you go.
Ooh, I got so much money. I'm gonna buy my own ship.
Not quite.
Bless you. Just to be clear, that's not lemonade. No lemons, sugar, heck, anything on board. I hope you like orange juice.
Hey, I love orange juice. Your daughter just made my day.
They grow up so fast. Soon, she'll be too old for this. So you gotta enjoy it while you can.
Roger that.
I have to go. Say goodbye, honey.
Bye-bye. Come back. And bring more money.
Roger that. We have not learned our lesson, have we?
Weapons online.
All right.
Let's end this. Not like we're running anyway. No mercy!
All right, let's see who's on board. Okay, let's see. I feel exhausted. Okay. So there it is. It needs a B, Class B license. $12 of 13 to jump into that, but hey, right now we'll do that. Whoop, sorry. Where we're trying to get to. I think we want to go, yep, wolf. But we want to go to the den. See, 42.23 fuel to get there. Why is the Navy Chimeras there? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gosh. Gotta get through all kinds of debris to get there. Can't just head straight for it. Whoa. Slow down, buddy boy.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always fine.
In a minute.
Just right here for you.
It's a little surprising, isn't it? Out
Was there
here on
something
the
you needed?
edge of UC space.
I hope we have what you need.
Just
Oh, okay.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. Sure, have at it.
All right, we made a good bit of money. Shoot, wrong button.
Sure, have at it.
First things first. Dang blasted. Oh, come on. I know what I'm gonna do.
You got it.
All right, thank you. Here, let's check this real quick. See what's in here. All right. Okay. All right, so that's what we're currently wearing. And then this one. Okay. Okay, there we have it. That is the Okoro conflict. Wait, there. I knew there was something I can help you with. To do one last thing. Okay, let's see if we picked up anything. Sandy wipes, I don't think came from that. I think we already... Thermoguard is what we can now... Oh, we can craft a bunch of those.
Hi, how you doing?
Wow. Oh, shoot. Just look at that slate one more time. All right. Okay, now we can officially say that was the Okoro conflict. We got Thermoguard out of it, and we made some money. We got some levels.
Need some work done?
So that was it. So if you enjoyed it, you know, just definitely let me know in the comment section if you intend on getting it. It is, I think, 500 credits, so $5 mod to add to your game.
Hey, what can I do for you?
And I don't know. It was all right. It wasn't bad. At the end, I am curious, and so I may have to run through it one more time with one of my higher level characters to see what happens if you let Riva live.
Spread like a virus through the settled systems.
So, other than that, let me know. Let me know if you guys have played through and you've let Riva lived, or just walked away, or whatever. And yeah, all right. So, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Later.